Oh, say, okay. I suck at these things. My name's Christine. I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I have a club here that is called Wonderlands. And I started doing these videos. I'm a severe introvert, but I started doing these videos at the beginning of COVID, mainly for me to work through some personal stuff. I've worked through that personal stuff, and now I'm just doing videos because they're fucking fun. So I want to talk to you guys. I want to bring something that you guys may have never heard of before. I was talking to somebody who said, can gender fluidity be applied? Not gender fluidity, but the idea of fluidness be applied to a Dom type or a subtype, a D type or an S type. So in basis of the terms of gender fluid. So gender fluid is basically refers to a person who feels a mix of two traditional genders, male and female, but may not feel but may feel more male one day and more female another day. Now somebody's gonna say, well, that's just a switch. If you're doing a D and an S type, then that would be a switch. I'm not talking about switching between dominant and submissive. I'm talking about switching in to the headspace of a Dom type or D type and an S type, not D going to S, but D staying in D under the subcategories of D type fluid or S type fluid, because of the headspace. And the concept is that subcategories of a dominant type would be like a daddy. Now I have to think about them, like a daddy, a mommy, an owner, even just a dom or a master, all of that stuff. So you have a D type personality, and maybe they identify as a dom up here at the very top with their submissive, but in other times, depending on their mood, their partner's mood, the atmosphere that is around them, they might actually have dominant fluidity, meaning that they're able to pass in between from a dominant to a top to a service top, or a daddy, whatever that situation may be. And the same for a sub. A sub might identify as a little and get into the headspace of moving into, a little or a submissive or a slave. So staying in that sublet arena, but going into headspaces of many different things, and that would fall under dominating fluidity or subletting fluidity, basically meaning that they would go in this area, but they would identify as either one more one day and one more another day. So that's totally different from a switch. So a switch goes between either a dom or a sub. Okay, we're talking about fluidity is going in this realm of not dominatrix. My brain gets ahead of my mouth. Domination, whether it be, all this stuff. So it's something that you guys should consider, especially for people that aren't switches. I am not a switch, but I can easily go into a mommy persona. I can easily go into a top, definitely. I'm definitely identify as a top, but I can also, like when I'm doing educational stuff and things like that, I can definitely go into a as a service top when I'm teaching or doing educational scene. But I do not consider myself a dominant at all. But I also do not consider myself a submissive. I consider myself a top, and that's where I think that's dominating fluid, D fluid. I think that's where it would go into that realm of that. So what do you guys think? D type and S type fluidity. You guys think that it's possible? Not a switch. A switch would mean that they'd go between dom and sub. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a dominant personality staying in the dominant area, whether it be a service top, a top, a or anything like that. So what do you guys think? It's definitely an interesting concept to take into consideration, because I don't think anybody take into consider that. You're either, I think it's you're a daddy and that's all you are. You're a daddy dom. So does anybody ever goes into like a daddy dom or a mommy dom and then go into like, I don't know, an owner or a handler or anything like that? What do you guys think about D-type fluid and S-type fluid? Do you think that it's something that could go anywhere? Or I'm curious on what you guys think. I think it's definitely something that needs to be taken a look at, because I don't consider myself dominant, but I also don't consider myself submissive, but I go into that dominant realm. It makes me physically ill to be submissive at all. It gives me severe anxiety. It makes me sick. It makes me throw up. It makes me nauseous to just do that. But I can definitely transfer into different dominant roles from service top to top, even though I don't, and even I've even done I've done a handler's thing, but not dominant, anything but a dom. So what do you guys think? I really want to know what you guys think. And is this a thing? Could it be a thing? And is it have some kind of, I don't know, substance to it? I also wanted to I just got out of the New Mexico Leather League female, I don't want to get this wrong. I don't want to screw it up. Women identifying leather kink support group. Man, New Mexico Leather League, you guys are doing some great things. To the person that is doing the online, I've already told them this. 5 years ago, I was not part of anything having to do with New Mexico Leather League. Not because I didn't like them. I didn't know anybody that was on the Leather League, but I had an event that really left a bad taste in my mouth for the organization, because for whatever reason. But we took care of that in November. I had a good conversation with them. It took me 3 long years to get a hold of anybody to even have a conversation with the New Mexico Leather League. Guys, you guys are doing an amazing job. You guys really are. If you had an issue, I had an issue with New Mexico Leather League, not for any reason. We just had an issue. Not because of something I did, not because of something they did, it was just, I think they were just being protective of what they had heard, which is fine, that's in the past. But I really like the way that they're going with the New Mexico Leather League. Before 2020, I had never been to a New Mexico Leather League. I came into this community as a club owner in 2015, December 5th of 2015. Actually, it wasn't until July of 2016. That was when we really got involved in the kinky community. And I've had exposure before. I worked in an office with a dominatrix and I learned a lot from her, but I never practiced it because it just was like, it was not understandable to me. And that's all I do. So New Mexico Leather League, you guys are doing an amazing job. I just wanted to give you guys some accolades, because from what happened in 2018 to what happened, 2017, April of 2017, between me and Leather League, And 2020, November of 2020, you guys have made leaps and bounds. So if you have something against New Mexico Leather League, I would recommend that you squash that and see what they're doing, because they're doing an amazing job. And the people that are involved are different than the people that were involved before. And so give them a second chance, because they really are trying to do what is best for the community. I believe that I support what they're doing, even though I don't really fucking matter. I mean, I'm just, I don't really matter. I just think that they're, as a organization, they're doing an amazing job, and they really deserve the accolades and the caboodles for sure. So if you guys have an upgoing uproar with the New Mexico Leather League, maybe look at what they're doing now. They made amends. We fixed whatever issue I had with them. They fixed it. They were kind, and I was not expecting what I got. And it's a big deal. So check it out. Check out what they're doing. They're doing some pretty cool events, and they're really trying to repair what wasn't even their problem in the first place. The people that are now managing New Mexico Leather League, they were brought all these issues and all these problems, but they're doing a damn fine job. So check them out. Go see what they got to offer. I am not affiliated with New Mexico Leather League. I just really like what they're doing. And I just wanted you guys to know, my whole 144 followers, that take a second look. So that's it. I try to keep these videos to like 10 minutes. Guys, tell me what you think. Send me a message on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever. Tell me what you guys think about D-type fluid and S-type fluid. Is there something that might be there? Not switching, but going in the categories and the subcategories of a D-type or an S-type. Might have something there. It might be something that FetLife might want to add, like D-fluid. Kind of sounds like car oil, huh? Guys, be good to each other. Be kind to each other. And let the past be in the past. We learn from the past, but let it go. Everybody, have an amazing rest of your week.